Well, happy Sunday, Facebook family. It is March 28th, and my name is Marsha. Thanks for joining me for morning encouragement. Where do I start? Let's see. I want to talk about yesterday. I want to talk about this morning. My opening verse is from Psalms 23, verses 1 through 3. And the thought is, a sheep can boast of no accomplishment. That's why they need a good shepherd. Translation, we are the sheep. And the verses are, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. That's my opening verse. I want to talk about yesterday. I was outside for about 15 minutes. And when I finished in 15 minutes, my laptop was covered with pollen. I got the chance yesterday to ride my bicycle. And I'm struggling to see. And it was as if it was foggy outside, a fog. But so yesterday was a better ride because it wasn't until 60% that I struggled. But I also used a different bicycle. The first bicycle was the bikes that are like lime green or mint green that are built to look, they're new, but they look old, the antiquated old style. Well, yesterday I have a Schwinn and it has gears on it. And so at 60%, I took it down, true confession, from 3 to 2. And when the gears changed, I was able to keep going. And it wasn't like a life-ending thing yesterday when I got to the hill and was able to go down. And I really think I finished a little bit faster as well. So I'm encouraged to keep this up for my health and for exercise. Just keep pedaling, don't stop, to build up my endurance and to build up my strength. So, but when I got to the garage, I literally saw, it was like a pollen storm. I saw the granules. It's like, I could see that it looked like a fog, but it's literally pollen flowing so much. I love broadcasting outside, so this is my last time today, because it's like, well, why am I here? Yeah, it is so much pollen that yesterday afternoon I had my parents, we went for a walk, but we had the sunglasses on. Oh, let me put my glasses on since there's no glare, to just prevent us from the eyes, and we did drops, and we had a mask on to keep from breathing the pollen, because it's just, wow. Here in Georgia, yeah, we know the pollen is out here. We get to pay for the dogwoods, the cherry trees, and whatever it is that's blooming right now. We pay for it with the pollen out. This is my last time broadcasting until this strange yellow stuff is gone. I love Rhonda Hollis's saying, it was from yesterday, that life has many ways of testing a person's will, either by having nothing going on at all or everything happening at once. And her encouragement was, let God work. Don't block your blessings by moving too fast. When God is working on your behalf, be patient. Good things take time. Don't get weary, and don't get in God's way of blessing you. And I love that, so I forward that on as well and say amen. Awesome, just words for contemplation and thought. All right, our encouraging words this morning that Charles Spurgeon put out come from Ephesians chapter 3, verse 19, which reads, the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. The love of Christ in its sweetness, its fullness, its greatness, its faithfulness passes all human comprehension. Where shall language be found which shall describe his matchless, his unparalleled love towards all human beings. It is so vast and boundless that as the swallow just skims the water and does not dive into its depths, so all descriptive words only touch the surface, while depths immeasurable lie beneath. Now, is it me or is my screen going in and out? I apologize. Can I just freeze and not move? So we are not distracted. Okay. All descriptive words only touch the surface, while depths immeasurable lie beneath. And we're still talking about the love of Christ, how we as human beings cannot fathom, and we don't have the words to describe how deep this is. Might the poet say, "O love, thou fathomless abyss." For this love of Christ is indeed measureless and fathomless. None can attain to it. Before we can have any accurate idea of the love of Jesus, we must understand his previous glory in its height of majesty, and his incarnation upon the earth in all its depths of shame. But who can tell us of the majesty of Christ? Who? When he was enthroned in the highest heavens, he was very God of very God. By him were the heavens made, and all the host thereof. His own almighty arm upheld the spheres. The praises of cherubim and seraphim perpetually surrounded him. The full chorus of the hallelujahs of the universe unceasingly flowed to the foot of his throne. He reigned supreme above all his creatures. God over all, blessed forever. Who can tell his height of glory then? And who, on the other hand, can tell how low he descended? To be a man was something. To be a man of sorrows was far more. To bleed and die and concede, these were much for him who was the Son of God. But to allow such unparalleled agony, to endure the death of shame and desertion by his Father, this is a depth of condescending love which the most inspired mind must utterly fail to fathom. Herein is love, and truly it is love that surpasses knowledge. Oh, let this love fill our hearts with adoring gratitude and lead us to practical manifestations of its power. Our words today, the love of Christ that surpasses knowledge. The love of Christ that surpasses knowledge, that surpasses our ability to put into words how deep it is, how we don't have the words of how vast, and the words that we can come up with only just skim the water. My wish for you today is that you make this a super Sunday, that you're able to accomplish the things that you have set out to do. Keep in mind, if things don't go as you would like, as you desire, be aware that it might be that God has got something else going on for you in your life. And be patient and trust him, knowing that he's sovereign, and what we might think we want to go one way, but God may have a better way. After all, he's omniscient and he's eternal. Past, present, future. God has that aerial view beyond what we can even comprehend that as well. Trust in the Lord with all our hearts. Let's not lean on to our understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, and knowing that he will direct our path, knowing that he knows what the path is best for us. I will leave you with a poem for today, and the title of the poem is called "In the Silvery Dew of Dawning." Midst the silvery dew of dawning, I come to him in prayer, and I seek his face each morning in the quiet hour of prayer. Midst the burning heat of noontime, in his shadow I will rest, for I know that though I'm weary, he will lead me to the best. Midst the changing hues of evening, at the closing of the day, in the secret of his presence, I can dwell as here I pray. Midst the blackness of dark midnight, in security I sleep, for the one I love and follow ever watches o'er his sheep. By Charles Ramsey. And the supporting verse is Psalm 63 verse 1. O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is. So I was able to tie in, or God tied in, the sheep when I did the opening part with this verse, as well as I seek his face in prayer, and we don't know what God is doing, but trust the Lord, knowing that he's got us. He cares for us, his sheep, and we can trust him and follow him as he leads and guides us. I will bring another message tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m., Lord willing, and thanks for tuning in today. Thank you for your prayers, for your support for me and my family. I will continue to pray for you and yours. Blessings for now. Bye-bye.